I am in Washington, D.C., and I am walking to the Vietnam Veterans Memorial. It's about maybe a 15-minute walk from where I'm at, and I thought I would share this experience with you guys. I'm going to be very respectful in this video, and we're going to kind of do a little bit of history and kind of talk about what the Vietnam Memorial, the Veterans Memorial is, and go through all the history. So I just want to say hello, everybody. Welcome to the live stream. This is very impromptu. I am literally, hello guys. Hi. What's going on? I am in Washington, D.C. right now. Amanda, Miles, and I. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this impromptu live stream. I thought I would just do something a little bit different than what I normally do. I'm in Washington, D.C. Amanda, Miles, and I, we are on a little family trip here with Sweet D and Dr. T, and we've been seeing the sights. They are so tired. They've gone back to the hotel. And so I thought I'm going to go down to the Vietnam Veterans Memorial. It's one of my very favorite memorials, and I thought I would share it with you guys. I want to be, hey Jimmy, thanks for being here. I want to be up front with you guys. This is going to be very reverent when we get to the memorial. We're going to show our utmost respect, and we're going to be dignified. So I won't be doing a lot of this. Isn't going to be like crazy, like puns and craziness. But I think you guys will like this memorial. It is absolutely one of my favorites. So I just got off the subway, the metro, and it's called the Foggy Bottom stop. It's not quite a mile of a walk. I'm just kind of walking. This will take me, I'm going to keep walking straight, and it's going to take me right to the Lincoln Memorial. Once I hit the Lincoln Memorial, I might stop and show you guys that for just a little bit. Then, excuse me, then we're going to dive down. Hey, Professor Andrew. So great that you're doing this. Thank you so much. Hello, Catherine. It's nice to see you guys. So I have my screen on I'm going to be honest with you guys. My screen on my phone is dimmed because I don't want it to be super bright. So it's hard for me to read all those things, but I just want to say hello to every one of you. But once I get down there, I'm going to go to the Lincoln Memorial. I'll show you the Lincoln Memorial. Again, I'm going to be very quiet, respectful. Then I'm going to go to the Vietnam Memorial, and I'm going to show you about the Vietnam Memorial. And it's probably one of my favorite things. I had an amazing experience there a long time ago, and it means a lot to me. And so I wanted to share it with you guys. We're just double checking to cross the street here, guys. So I want to get run over by a car in Washington, D.C. So then we'll just kind of see where the night takes us. But I'm going to go down to you'll be able to see a lot of the national monuments. I'm going to turn the camera around just a little bit so you kind of see Washington, D.C. I don't even know how to do that. Okay, there we go. Just turn the camera around. I'm just walking along the street, going downtown. I mean, not downtown, and going down to the monuments, where the monuments are located. This is Washington, D.C., which is the District of Columbia. As you probably all know, for you history people, the District of Columbia is not a state to the United States because they didn't want to have the government, headquarters of the government in one state, so the state could claim all the power. So they annexed some land. Let's take a look up here. And they annexed some land and dedicated it just for our government, our federal government. That way no state can claim it. And so it's a little plot of land here, and we're just down here walking along, kind of checking it all out. Oh, hello from Argentina, Dave. You're a knucklehead. But you guys, I've made some really cool videos. Let's see if this even works. While we're here with Miles, we took him to the Washington Monument. Sweet D reached out to the senator of Utah, and we got to go into the Capitol and see them vote. Make sure that no cars are coming, and we cross the street. We got to go into the Capitol. I was able to film and get some cool secrets showing the Capitol, a history. I'm going to show you that. We did some museums. So we're going to show you some different museums that we've seen. That we saw the Kite Festival, the cherry blossoms. Right now in Washington, D.C., they're doing what's called the Cherry Blossom Festival. There's all these trees, all these cherry blossom trees, and they are blossoming. And they're bright white blooms with little or pink blooms, and they're gorgeous. And it's only for like 2 weeks, and we happen just to time it perfectly to be here for the hey, all the way from Colorado, hi. I got here right here for the blooms. As we get down, I know this is, you guys, I'm not much of a live streamer. This might be a little boring. We're just walking. It's a long walk. I thought I'd give time for people to get on the live stream before we got to the Vietnam Veterans Memorial, but you guys jumped on very quickly, so thank you for that. Anyways, the cherry blossoms. So like you go to all the different like restaurants. They've got cherry blossom coffee, they got cherry blossom ice cream, cherry blossom cookies. I had a cherry blossom cookie today, the soft cookie with like cherry in it. Thank you, Jimmy. And that was really interesting. I mean, it tasted good. And so we went up to Washington, the top of Washington Monument today. I got to make a video of that. I was able to record that and show some cool facts about that. That video will be coming out in a couple days. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'm gonna walk down here just a little bit. I'm gonna turn the camera around and you can start seeing the Lincoln Memorial. The lights are on, it looks gorgeous. So here we go, I'm gonna turn it around. That white building there, we get past this parked car. That is the Lincoln Memorial. Autumn, thank you so much. Oh, are you there? We did get to see you today, Autumn. Was that you that said hi to me? Christina's Magical Moments. Hi, Christina. We're gonna get a little bit closer. Now it might be a little bit bumpy. It looks like, because I'm gonna zoom in. Those are the cherry blossoms. And those are the cherry blossoms. We got a little longer ways to walk. And then we'll get to the Lincoln Memorial right straight there. And then we'll turn left. That's the Vietnam Veterans Memorial. Celebrates all the lives and honors the lives of the men and women who lost their lives in the Vietnam War. So, okay. We're just walking along, making some really good time. Oh, yeah, well, thank you. Somebody said they sent us a gift. The cherry blossoms are coming off. It looks like it's snowing. The little white leaves are falling off, so it looks like it's snowing, but it's probably hard to pick up a camera. So, thank you so much. Just kind of going along. I will say this: once I get there to the Vietnam Veterans Memorial, if you know of a loved one who is represented on that wall, when we get there, let me know. We'll see if we can locate them. You get to 100 likes easily. Oh, are we at 100 likes? Oh, no, we're not at 100 likes. If you guys could like it, we get to 100 likes easily, according to Jimmy. Go ahead and hit the like button. And what I have to do here is tell us something of your favorite things you've seen in DC, Chris. Oh, that's a good question. A lot. I think my highlight was going, okay, here's my favorite thing I've seen. We got to go to the Capitol today to see the Capitol and Capitol tour. Because Sweet D had reached out to our congressperson, they got us a tour of the Capitol building, right? But then we got a special thing where normally the tours end. We got a special pass. Maybe I have it in my pocket still. If I do, I'll show it to you. I do. Hang on. We got a special pass. Let me get some lights so you can see this. They allowed us onto the Senate floor, the Senate gallery, while they're trying to pass a bill. And we were watching all the senators come in, and they were voting. It was crazy. And when they would come in to vote, it was interesting to see that some of the senators when they would come in to vote, would come into the chamber and they'd go all the way up to like the lectern right at the very front, right? The front. And they'd cast their votes like this. That means aye, that means yes, that means no. Some of the senators walked right up to the lectern, you could tell that they're, and they would give it an aye or a no. Other senators would walk right in, the doors would open for them. The second they'd walk in, they just give their vote and just turn and walk right out. They didn't even walk in. Let me hit the button. I have to cross the street. The senators wouldn't even walk in. They'd walk in, the doors would open, they would just hold their thumb up, and the speaker would like say, like, Senator so-and-so. One of my favorites, there was a senator, I didn't know who this guy was, but I really liked him. His name was Senator, let's see. Oh, I can walk. Hang on, I gotta. Oh, thank you so much. Angela Upchurch, thank you so much for life. Now, I'm gonna go this, well, although they're honking at me. They're not honking at me, but it scared the heck out of me. Thank you so much. Okay, it's gonna get a little dark for a second. Let me turn this around. Then I'll continue my story here. So it's gonna get a little dark when going here. And then I'm gonna go around and you'll see the Lincoln Memorial. So it'll be a little dark. Once I get to that area, I do wanna say this quickly about super chats. Thank you so much, Angela, for the super chat. Yeah, I'm the only one, nobody's walking around out here, just me. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. It goes such a long way to help support our channel. But I'm gonna be honest with you, tonight, when I go in here, if you guys would like to super chat me, I want you to know that I appreciate it and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. But I'm not gonna go wild and cheer and say, and go crazy, because I feel like that we need to be a little bit respectful in this area. Just giving you a heads up. All right, so let me turn this back around. This senator comes in, his name, I looked him up afterwards. He's Senator Booker from New Jersey. And he obviously didn't like this bill. I don't even know what the bill was, but he walked in and he's like, he has so much energy. He's like, no. And I was like, it made me laugh. He gets done. A few moments later, Bernie Sanders comes in. He walked all the way up to the front to the lectern, had obviously a lot of respect for what was going on. He voted. I saw Ted Cruz. I saw Mitt Romney. He voted. And it was just interesting to see what they were doing and to see like this whole process. I'd never seen it before. So that's probably one of my favorite things. All right, guys, I'm gonna have to turn the camera around a little bit to find out where we are because I don't want to get hit by a car. Thank you so much, Angela. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. And then once I get a little closer, I'll probably put it on a little bit of a gimbal to stabilize it. I just didn't want to be walking around with a gimbal. Rachel Vega. Hey, Chris. How has Miles enjoyed DC so far? Here's some money for a souvenir for him. Rachel, you are so awesome. Thank you so much. We went to the Capitol today and they had a little souvenir shop there, right? And we told Miles he could get a souvenir. Guess what Miles picked up as his souvenir? A pencil. A pencil. Mickey Rules, thank you so much. Okay, guys. So, yeah. Miles picked out a pencil. It says United States Congress on it. And that's what he wanted. That was his souvenir he chose. If you are enjoying, I know this is not normally something I normally do, but if you are enjoying it, I'd appreciate it if you guys would hit that like button. I have to cross the street here, go here, walk around, and that'll take me to the front of the Lincoln Memorial. So we're just being patient. You could see the states are listed across the front, the top. And we're waiting for the light to change. And once it does, we'll go. So hang on. Oh, there we go. I don't want to violate people's privacy, so I'm going to turn the camera to me because there's a big tour group right here in front of me. So let me get past this tour group and then I will. Okay. Looks like a giant school group, guys. They're huge. And okay. and they just ran out from the street. I'm not going to show it, but they did. Okay, just I know it's a little bit silent here, but I just have to focus. There's a lot of moving parts here. Isn't it the fair? It's very moving. Is that true, Andrew? Andrew says that Abraham Lincoln's are A and L for sign language. I don't know if that's true, but we can take a look here. I'm waiting to cross the street. Oh. Over the White House is a no-fly zone. There's the Reagan International Airport. It's very close by, and planes fly by here all the time. Oh, by the way, guys, I have something crazy to tell you. Amanda and I and Miles were on top of Washington Monument, and we were up there looking at the window at the White House. Marine One landed, and President Biden got in the helicopter and flew away. I videotaped it. I'll show that in like 2 days. You guys can see it. It's pretty cool. Okay. We're waiting for us to. Okay. We cross halfway. Hang on. Okay. And there, that would take a little while to get across. I'm going to turn the camera around because the front-facing camera is a better camera in dark, and it is kind of dark. Hang on. There's the Lincoln Memorial. Hello, everybody. Now, I'm going to stop for a second here because I want to put the gimbal on so it's not so bumpy. I'm just going to walk just a little bit further. Andrew, that is a false fact. Okay. I need to find a little spot where I can sit down and put my gimbal on. So when I do that, you guys will have to be a little bit... Oh, there's a lot of people down here. Thank you, Jeffrey. We'll be in Disneyland again very soon. This is normally what we do, but I just wanted to share this, my love for this. Okay. Let's take a look here. No, Tricia, this is not my first visit to DC. I love it here. It's Miles' first visit, though. Miles and Amanda, and we went out. We've been hitting it hard all day. He's so tired. They're plumb tuckered out there at the hotel. And I had a little bit of energy, so I thought I'd come out here and go to the Vietnam Memorial. There's an airplane right there. Let's go into Reagan. Okay, and then once I get up here, I'm going to turn around and you'll be able to see the reflecting pool. Now the reflecting pool, they are actually cleaning it. Look. President Lincoln. That is the Washington Monument. You can get right up to Abraham Lincoln. I can get right up to him. So here's what I can do. If you want me to walk up there, I just don't want to put other people on camera. I just don't feel comfortable with that. So what I can do, if you want me to, give me thumbs up. I'll walk up the stairs, but I'm going to aim the camera down at the stairs. Then once I get to Abraham Lincoln, I will show you Abraham Lincoln. But I don't like to show other people. If you want to do that, then if I get enough thumbs up. If I don't, then we'll go straight to the Vietnam Memorial. Yes, we've done. I am doing videos on the memorial. That is for sure. I mean, on the Smithsonian. All right. Wow. Okay. All right, guys. Maybe I just turn the camera on. Okay. I'm gonna walk up, and then we'll show you Abraham Lincoln. This is the thing that Miles wanted to see the very most, was Abraham Lincoln. Partly because, one, he learned about it in kindergarten, but two, he saw Night at the Museum, was it Night at the Smithsonian or whatever it was, with Ben Stiller, and saw Abraham Lincoln, and then after that, he's been very, very cognizant of that. Thank you so much. He's 16 feet tall, but that's the sitting height. Standing, he'd be much taller. You'll notice that he's sitting between two giant books that are bound in leather. That's because he was an attorney, a lawyer, self-taught and educated. I think he's our greatest president. I don't think that. I believe that.
I got the reflection.
No, there's a spelling mistake on the north wall. I didn't know that.
I have no idea where they went. Okay, they're over here. Sorry, they're over here. They're over here. They're over here.
In this temple, as in our hearts, the people for whom he saved the Union, the memory of Abraham Lincoln is enshrined forever. Elizabeth, I haven't been to the Korean Memorial. I would really like to go. It's really close by. We're just right over it. Okay. Now I'm going to show you the view from the top of the steps. You can see the reflecting. Hang on. That over there is the Vietnam Memorial, and that's where I'm going to. This is not Disneyland. This is actually Washington, D.C., the Lincoln Memorial. No matter where you are in the world, it's just something that we can look at and agree that it's very pretty. Normally there's water that goes all the way out, but they're cleaning it right now, so the water is kind of drained down, but you can still see the reflection. I don't speak any of those languages. I wish I did. I know a little tiny bit of French, but not enough to be conversational. I wish if I had any language I could learn, I'd use Spanish. Speak a little bit of Korean, tiny bit of Chinese. So, yeah, okay. Now I'm going to be going next to the Vietnam Memorial. Once I get there, I'm going to explain to you what they did, the history, and how they created this memorial. I'm going to be talking a little more quiet than I normally do, for deference, for reverence, and then we'll take it from there. So, oops, sorry, I'm trying to turn the camera around. Right behind the Washington, you can see the Capitol. Okay, now we're gonna go over to the Vietnam Memorial. It's a little bit dark over here, so I'm gonna keep the camera pointing towards the Washington Monument. Just so you guys know, the weather out here is a little bit chilly. A light wind, not too heavy, but enough that you can feel a little cold. Okay, we're gonna go this way. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I know it's not something that I normally do, but I just wanted to share this with you. Particularly the Vietnam Memorial, Vietnam Veterans Memorial, it means a lot to me. I'm gonna explain to you why. I once had a job working at a bookstore, summer job. And it's a very, very chill job, very easy, and going every summer. I mean, every day during summer, put new books out. And this guy came in, and we had a Vietnam book that just came out, and he came and he bought that book, and he was like, oh, and he was all excited about it. And I was young. Keep in mind, guys, I was so young, and he was like. He started telling me that he had served in Vietnam, and he was excited to get this book because he knew that some of the people, the pictures, the photographs in the book were of, I think, his platoon. And for the next 3 or 4 days, every day on his lunch break, he would come back and talk to me about Vietnam. I was such a young kid. I was immature, I was young, I wasn't disrespectful, but I never told him thank you for serving. And I wish I could go back and just tell him how much I appreciated what he did, because he was telling me about all of his friends that passed away. And I remember I just sat there at the cash register listening to his stories, and I just listened. I didn't know what to say, but that piqued my interest about the Vietnam War. And so, all right, let's go over here. I don't know if that story even made sense. Kind of yammering. Okay, it's dark, but you see those little lights right there? So that's the wall. Let's go take a look at this wall and get a little closer. First, I want to talk about the wall before we get there. It has every man and woman who lost their life during the Vietnam War. Now, you would think that they would have just done it alphabetically. They didn't. Kinda, but not really. What they did is they did it alphabetically by the day that they think that that person died. So, this Vietnam War memorial over here, we start over here. That's the very beginning of the war. and the wall is very thin, and then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. That's the height of the war, and then it gets smaller and smaller and smaller till when it trickles off. So they're really listed alphabetically by the day that they passed. So I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna be a little bit quiet. If you do you know, if you do know somebody that, okay, right there, Christopher Hayes, panel 46W, line 42. Okay, I'm gonna try to find that. Christopher Hayes. You might have to write that again, Lorene. You might have to write that again because I might lose your chat when I go through there. But I want to try to find that. I want to try to find everybody I can while I'm here. I was hoping somebody would do that. Okay, Christopher Hayes. Okay, so let me get over there to it. For just 1 second, guys. I'm literally trying to keep my finger on that comment so I can find it and get over to the Vietnam Memorial. Now, once I get over there, I'm going to exit. So if you guys can remember that, it's, oh shoot, I lost it. Christopher Hayes, panel 46W, line 42. Okay, please write that down again, guys. Okay. And then we're going to see what... Okay, I'm going to get a little bit closer. Then once I do, I'm going to turn the camera around and show you.
Yeah, I'm trying to think outside the box. Here?
The Vietnam Memorial is it's lighted over there. It's 24 hours a day. You come here any day or night and see it. Okay. Okay. Do you see this little teeny tiny wall? This is the very beginning of it. Okay. And these are the people that passed away on this day. See, and when the conflict first started, there wasn't a lot. This is, you see, it's W68. This is W67. As it goes along, the wall gets bigger and bigger because more people were losing their lives to the conflict. Okay, let's find that again. What was that again? Christopher Hayes, panel 46W. Let's see here. This is 63W, 62W, okay? We have to go, and as you can see, more men and women were losing their lives every day. It's getting bigger and bigger. And it, like, for me, to be honest with you guys, it's like feels respectful. What are we at? Okay, 46W. Okay. Line 42. I have to count it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. I am so sorry. I'm sorry for your loss. And we appreciate everything that he did. I'm so sorry. We appreciate everything that, you know, your family sacrificed.
West 45. That's how you take seat, find the channel if you're looking for particular.
John E. Wickman. Is that a person, David? Yeah, they get everybody served.
Meet again.
We're gonna move down just a little bit. That really touched your heart. Thank you for sharing that with me. These are other people that served, and I don't know them, but my heart goes out to them. If any of you have ever lost a loved one, you just know that it's such an unbearable pain. It's so difficult to lose a loved one. These are for all the men and women who served. Now remember how the wall was tiny. Look now, guys, the wall's above my head. It's way up there because these days it's just getting more and more people are losing their lives. Look at this, guys. It's just like all these, and their futures were ahead of them. The whole, it's so sad. No, this is the, excuse me guys, I'm gonna move down here. Right here, the wall bends. This was the height of the war. Look at all these names. So, Fred Smart, Robert Still, Ronald R. Stewart, and then Charles Thornton, Johnny Mac Watson. Now, you see that W there ends their last name W? This starts a new day. Larry was the first one to lose his life on that day, Larry Ladd, and they moved on. And it looks like he was the only one that lost his life that one day. And then it started again. William started, where are the B's? C's, C's, D's. Every day. Good grief. Oh, it was awful.
Recorder.
This is right here.
Dylan, did you ask your grandpa something?
What?
This is the height of it.
We found out what by year.
And they always have a like a Marine. Hang on. They have a Marine that's stationed here 24 hours a day. I'm gonna go up here. I'm gonna look at in the book. You can actually, if you don't know their spot, you can look up their names and then find them. Look, people have brought their things. Like, I did want to share this with you guys because it means so much to me. But so, you know, people brought these things here. These are family members. They bring little flowers and like a little candle, little fake candle burning for their sons, for their brothers, their sisters, and their daughters. And I see the walls getting a little bit smaller. I'm gonna go look up the book here.
Yep, from the center of the wall to the east end, and then they pick up the west end.
Okay.
Oh yeah, well like
Just showing you guys a little bit.
right now this
Laura, you're very welcome. I'm glad I was able to do that for you. It touched my heart. Okay, and as you can see, this is the end of it. There's barely... No. You can see the wall there. Thank you, James. Tell your dad thank you so much.
Make sure they know you're there.
Hold on one second, guys. I'm gonna aim the camera down for just a second. It's gonna be a little dark, but I'm here. Just gonna move off to the side so I'm not surrounded by so many people. I didn't see the book, so I didn't know where to ask. I'm just gonna come right down here. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I love Washington, D.C. I think it's amazing. Amanda told me, she's like, you know what you should do? You should just like say, I'm gonna run for office, and then get everybody on YouTube to like rally for you, and then try to go to Washington, D.C. and shake up the system. I just looked at her, I'm like, okay, babe. Anywho, let's just sit down here for a second, and I'm gonna talk to you guys. We're on a pathway, hardly anybody's here on this pathway. So I feel like a little more, I can feel like I can talk to you guys just a little more freely. So hang on one second. Anyways, I wanted to say thank you so much for joining me tonight. I try never to go longer than about an hour. I think we've already been on for quite a while. You guys are so kind for joining me on this night. Thank you so much, Larry, for sharing that Christopher's name on the memorial. So, Rita, I am a Vietnam-era U.S. Navy veteran. I was in the San Diego when Saigon fell. My ship was due to go. Hold on. My ship was due to go on to Westpac when it was delayed for 6 months. I knew shipmates who served in Vietnam. You guys are awesome. My grandpa, so it was my step grandpa, but my grandpa married my grandma before I was born. So he wasn't my blood grandpa, but I loved him so much. And he served in World War II and in the Navy. And he didn't talk about it very much. One time he told me that they were trying to, they're doing target practice at these balloons that were floating, and he said that they couldn't hit one of them. Yeah, let me show you the Washington Monument, guys. I don't really have anything else to say, so thank you for joining me tonight, guys. Oops, my hand's in the way. I don't really have anything else to say. Teresa Hill, my father was in the Marines during Vietnam. I'm very fortunate to still have him. My son is stationed in San Diego right now, and I sure hope he doesn't go to war. Teresa, I want to just give your dad, just thank him so much, and thank him so much, and thank you, Rita, so much for your service when you did this. I'm glad that you guys have enjoyed this. It's very different than we said. It's very different than we normally do. I have edited some videos. They'll be coming out this week. I'll just do them real fast. We'll probably just do like bam, 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 of our Washington, D.C. trip where Amanda and I and Miles are enjoying a bunch of sites. I do a lot of secrets. I do a lot of facts, and I'm going to give them all to you guys again, just sharing that with you. And then once that's done, rest assured, we'll be back to Disney. Janet, my dad went to Vietnam as Korean Special Forces to assist the U.S. troops. Thankfully came back, but he was never the same. I can't even imagine. Welcome to my neck of the woods. I am from the south of you in Virginia Beach. Hello, John. David Boyd, bless you, Chris, and your family. Thank you so much. It's a messy thing. War. Effect to go. Oh, Chris, thank you so much for everything you do. You are an amazing person. Thank you for that. Elaine, thank you for sharing this with us, and thank you for all those that served. I'm sorry, Janet. My grandpa was in World War I and II, survived a bombing. His car or Jeep got hit while driving, and he was the only survivor. John, I'm glad that your grandpa survived. Stay safe, Chris. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. Okay, well. Tina, thanks for sharing this, sharing with us. My dad was in Vietnam. He made it home but passed away in 2017 due to Agent Orange exposure. For those young ones who don't know, Agent Orange was a pesticide, actually a vegetation. They dropped it on the jungle thinking it would clear away the jungle and kill all the vegetation, so that way we could see through it. But it was carcinogenic to a lot of the soldiers. Lord Matt and Robert, love you, dude. Right back at you, buddy. Herbicide, thank you. Thank you so much for that. Yeah. So, all right, guys. Well, that's all I have. That's all I'm gonna do tonight. I just want you guys to know that you are amazing, you are wonderful, and you make the world a better place. Don't you ever forget that. No matter what's going on in the world, if you are being bullied and you're in school and people are picking on you, I am sorry. I want you to know that you have a friend in me. And if you are at work and things are struggling and your boss doesn't appreciate you, that's the worst. I appreciate what you do. And if you're in a relationship and it's struggling for whatever reason, I'm so sorry. And maybe you're not in a relationship and you wish you were and you feel a little sad or lonely, I am with you as a friend. I want you to know that you make the world a better place by being here. That's all I got. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.